Factsverse presents 15 Women You Won't Believe Exist. Number 1. Anastasia Shapinga. This hairdresser from the Ukraine has gone above and beyond to make herself look just like a Japanese anime character. She lost weight so that she could weigh just 90 pounds. She stands 5 feet 2 inches tall. She wanted to be as thin as possible because the Japanese anime characters are very petite. She dyed her hair a vivid color red, uses powder to make herself look pale, and she has adopted a Japanese name. It takes her over 2 hours to get her makeup just perfect so that she can look as much like a Japanese anime as possible. She even uses round contacts to give her eyes the famous anime appearance. After her transformation, she gained several followers on YouTube. In the past, she has also turned herself into Miley Cyrus and Angelina Jolie, among others. Number 2. Joanna Quas. Joanna Quas was born on November 20, 1925, and she is the world's oldest active gymnast. She continues to do this because she loves gymnastics. Not only does she still do gymnastics, she coaches as well. The Guinness Book of World Records has her listed as the oldest gymnast in the world. She first caught the world's attention in 2012 when YouTube videos were posted of her competing at a competition in Germany. She started gymnastics at a very early age, and she competed in her first competition in 1934. In 1945, she completed her job training as a gymnastics coach. She was soon forced to join the German gymnastics handball team after the authorities banned gymnastics. In 1947, the ban was lifted and she was able to return to her true love, gymnastics. In 1964, she coached the 1964 Olympic gymnastics team. She has even authored a German gymnastics textbook. She is an inspiration to women all over the world. Number 3. Lizzie Velasquez. Lizzie Velasquez is a 24-year-old motivational speaker and author. She suffers from a rare congenital disease which prevents her from accumulating any body fat. She weighs only 64 pounds. She needs to eat a great deal to maintain her already very low weight. Her condition causes her to be partially blind as well. Because of this, she was bullied as a child. This is what made her want to start speaking about her troubles and what she went through. She does a variety of speeches, including at TEDx Talks, and hopes to reach people across the world with her message of accepting others no matter what. Number 4. Lee Redmond. Lee Redmond is famous for her incredibly long fingernails. She started growing them in 1979 and has been doing so ever since. When they are their longest, they're 34 to 35 inches long. Unfortunately, she was forced to cut her nails after a car accident in 2009 when her nails were broken. At the time, she stated that she would not be growing her nails back. However, she has let them grow to about 4 inches so far, which is still considered very long. Number 5. Kathy Zhang. Many women hope to have an hourglass figure, but this woman has taken that desire to a whole new level. Kathy now holds the record for the world's smallest waist. Kathy has always loved corsets and has been wearing them for so long that today her waist is no larger than a condiment jar. It is just 15 inches. It is very shocking to see such a small waist on her 5'4" frame. Her bust and hips are just 39 inches. Kathy has been working for years to achieve her goal of a small waist by using a technique called tightly fitting by using her favorite article of clothing, the corset. Since she began, she has reduced her waist by 11 inches. While she says that she doesn't want to make her waist any smaller, she still wears a corset 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. She only takes it off to shower. Number 6. Erica Irvin. Erica Irvin, also known as Amazon Eve, is famous for her unbelievable height. She is 6 foot 8 inches tall without heels. Erica has had a little help in the height department as she was born a man named William. Today she is transgender. Thanks to her height, she landed a role on American Horror Story's Freak Show. She's always been tall, and by the age of 14, she was wearing a size 11 shoe. Number 7. Ray Lynn. She is a mother of 1 from Atlanta, Georgia. What makes her special is that she has a 70-inch rear end. She is constantly taking photos of her huge behind and posts them on Instagram. The top of her body is slim and all of her weight is around her hips. This is a very strange body type. To prove her doubters wrong, she posted a video of herself dancing around the room and shaking her 70-inch rump. She currently has 122,000 followers on Instagram, and she gets more and more each day. Last year, she took a selfie of herself a week after giving birth with an almost flat belly and no stretch marks, but she still had her giant behind. Number 8. Adrienne Lewis. This 18-year-old girl from Michigan has the world's longest tongue. It measures at 4 inches long. The size of her tongue has beaten out the previous holder of the longest tongue, Nick Stoberl, whose tongue is 3.97 inches long. Her tongue makes it possible to lick her nose and her elbow, which most people cannot do. With a little help of her finger, she can even lick her eye. She says that her long tongue is due to a gene that runs in her family. However, she is the only one in the family who has a tongue long enough to earn herself a world record. Number 9. Susanna Mushat Jones. Susanna is known as a supercentenarian. At 117, she is the oldest living person and the last person still alive who was born in the 19th century in America. She was born on July 6, 1899, and has lived in 3 centuries and 2 millenniums. She is not the oldest person who has ever lived, however. Jean Calment from France lived to be 121 years and 164 days. Susanna has credited her old age to getting plenty of sleep. She has also said surrounding herself with love and positive energy not only helped her live longer, it has also made her live happier. Number 10. Conjoined twins. Abigail and Brittany Hensel have the same birthday because they are twins. They're not your typical set of twins, however. They are conjoined twins, and they share a body. The twins are 25 years old and are well known for their extremely symmetric body. Other than the fact that there are 2 heads on their body, there is no other immediate noticeable difference between them or any other woman. Inside, however, there are several differences. The girls have many more organs than most. They have 3 lungs, 2 hearts, 2 gallbladders, 2 stomachs, 2 left kidneys, and 1 right kidney. They also have 2 spines, and each girl controls her own side of the body. If someone touches one twin's side, the other won't feel it. They've even learned to drive, and each girl has a license. Abigail works the pedals, and they both steer. Number 11. Kayen Lawi women. These women come from Myanmar in Burma. Where they live is not what sets them apart from other women, though. The women in this area have a long-standing tradition of stretching their necks. This is done by placing brass rings around their necks starting between the ages of 2 and 5. When they're wearing the rings, it will slowly push down their collarbone, which deploys the woman's clavicles. They do this to their body all in the name of beauty. Number 12. Marilyn Vos Savant. Marilyn is an American woman who is known for having the highest recorded IQ according to the Guinness Book of World Records. She has an incredible aptitude in math and science. She was given an intelligence test where she scored an IQ of 228, which is higher than Albert Einstein's IQ of 190. Rather than using her gift in math and science, she chose to work as a writer for Parade magazine, producing a weekly column called Ask Marilyn. It allows people to ask her questions to see just how intelligent she is and to test her problem-solving skills. She always answers correctly and has made several college professors look like idiots. Number 13. Bishine, Myra Hills. Bishine's real name is Myra Hills. She's from Germany and claims to have the largest fake boobs in the world. She wears a 32Z bra, and her breasts weigh a combined total of 76 pounds. This must put a great deal of strain on her back, as each breast is the size of a toddler and the total weight is that of a tire. She is only 5 foot 6 inches tall, and the weight of her breasts make up almost half of her body weight. She has 10,000 cc's in each of her breasts. Number 14. Bryn Duncan. Bryn Duncan has been dubbed the Bubble Girl. She got the nickname due to the fact that she has mast cell disease and postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, or POTS. These 2 conditions require that she only eats through a feeding tube. Her condition also causes her to pass out after standing for just a few minutes, which requires that she spends all of her time in a wheelchair. Because of her allergies, she spends a great deal of time in a bubble. The strange part is that these 2 conditions did not start to affect her until she was 16 years old when she had her first serious allergic reaction. She has not let her condition bring her down, though. She has used social media to combat the loneliness and reaches out and inspires others with her courageous story. Number 15. Dwangjae Samik Samam. This is one of the women you won't believe actually exist. She was born and raised in Thailand and gets shocked looks everywhere she goes. She is always carrying a huge load because each of her hands weighs well over 20 pounds. She has tried to have surgery to reduce the size of her hands, however, they go back to their large size a short time after surgery. The reason that her hands are so big is that she has a disease called macrodystrophia lipomatosa. This condition is quite painful and it makes it difficult for her to complete everyday tasks and to live a normal life. The only known cure for this condition is amputation. Subscribe for more.